One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. If we get a look at C.J. Carr, what a rough game he had in that loss last time out, throwing 3 interceptions. Wide receiver going in motion. The give is to Williams. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Carr to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Porter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Hits inside, it's Williams. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback on the keeper. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Carr. Here comes the heat. Got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Auburn's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from his offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick toss. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Great job by the back on the option.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Picks the ball. Not only picks the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking deep. Out wide right, it's Eccles. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll keep it on second down. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Just got rid of that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Searching for space. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Throwing, Carr. Quickly out to the tight end. Got him right there. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back to throw, it's Carr. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Got an alley. Got a little grass. Powers through. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. And he's brought down after a short gain. And on second down for this offense. Might as well run him again. All over him immediately. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rush right in his face. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Going with the ground game left. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He's looking to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Rush is on. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Irish! The defense putting points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You simply cannot do better as a defense. They have shut them out. A goose egg on the scoreboard. You get a pick 6 right there to extend your lead right now. This defense is playing with their hair on fire. The offense has no answers. And if I'm this defense, I keep the pressure up. I'm keeping my starters in the game, and I'm just pouring it on.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll move the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's Carr to throw. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
They'll run it. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. From the gun, the running back has it. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Absolutely perfect.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Number 39, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback keeps it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, pressure's coming. Got his man downfield. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. First play of this drive. Right side, it's Eccles. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. On play action. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, after that miss, they're still trying to fight their way out of an 18-point hole.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fields the punt. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul.
That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. The run inside. It's Coleman Williams. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. They'll need a bunch on second down. They give it back to him. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll run it. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's got some space. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Working the ground game. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll heave it deep. He's got it on the outside. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Needs it. And some great 4th down defense against the run. Play action, C.J. Carr. Easy completion on the shuffle. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a 1st down. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Motion from the wideout. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Churns into the pile. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is on its way. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Carr. Out wide right. It's Porter. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The ride. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fires immediately. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the back. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We start with Hawaii taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Rainbow Warriors. with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Look out! And down he goes.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side is Kane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Pulls it on the option. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action. Carr. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. The give is to Williams. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down. He slides down, but also down is a penalty flag, and we'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver comes in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking for running room. They put the brakes on him. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. RPO complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here he goes. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fights off a defender. Got enough for the 1st down. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Cotton. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Hand it to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Finds his, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Selling the fake. Quick shovel pass. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Running inside, it's Williams. Down he goes. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Out of the backfield, he's open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on second down. Tight end now in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Flanagan. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Throwing, Carr. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Last play of this quarter, and it will be second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Making the adjustment on the play. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turns it upfield. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw. Right side, it's Cotton. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Makes the grab on the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Cotton.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The give is to Williams. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. spins away from the defense. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. They're all over him. Blasted as he lets it go. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. The pull and throw off the RPO. Drag down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here's Carr to throw. Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throws it off the RPO. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Quick give. It's Danzy. Good, strong tackle. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Gets rid of it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Irish send out the punt unit. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with a big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Cotton. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Give to the running back. Defense all over him. 3rd and long right here. Hands it off. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Line getting set on 2nd down. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.